I'm Wilco Perini. I live in the Netherlands, in Enkhuizen. It's a small town. The practice generator does a few things that I wouldn't be able to do without the practice generator. First, it keeps track of how much I'm practicing each day. And why is this important? Well, it is very easy to okay, I don't really like this exercise, so I'll do it for 10 minutes instead of 20, just today. And then after 8 minutes you think oh well, it's enough. So that's like 8 minutes of practice, which says now 20 to 20, because the practice generator does says you're going to practice for 20 minutes and you're not done until you're done. End of discussion. Another thing about the practice generator is that at least I have a tendency to just practice what I like. I don't like songwriting, so I avoid songwriting as much as I can. And then I think okay, without a practice generator I would probably practice songwriting once a month. With the practice generator I can only say I want to practice songwriting, and then the practice generator says okay, you're going to practice it at that point, at that point, at that point, and a discussion, and I have to. And if it wouldn't help me reach my goals, I wouldn't put it in a practice generator. So it is better to do it a little less fun. But yeah, not everything can be fun, and the practice generator is just the foot up your thing to make sure you work hard. Who can tell you how many times per day do you have to practice sweep picking? How many times per week do you have to practice songwriting, oral skills, exercises you haven't even heard of yet? If you haven't heard of the exercise, how do you know how much time you need to invest every week, month, year, 10 years, whatever? And that isn't something you can just know. You can learn, of course, with some trial and error, or you can ask some teacher who has 80 students, which is like 1% of the amount of time that Tom has and has taught. You can ask a less experienced teacher or a less successful teacher if you want, but we're talking about your skills and your progress, and the practice generator and Tom's advice, which is integrated in that practice generator, is probably the best way to go. It makes you do stuff. Looking at the practice generator, it's saying you need to do this and this and this exercise today. It's much more motivation to actually do those exercises than where you just think, okay, I'm just going to do some practice today. So that's one, it makes you practice more. And yeah, it makes you practice more. The second reason is it makes you practice the things you should practice. So you're thinking I'm not going to practice songwriting because I don't like it. Well, the practice generator just says you're going to practice that because you need to. So that's number two. And number three is that some exercises are better to practice them every day, just a little bit. And some exercises should be practiced once or twice a week for a longer time, or a longer period of time, like half an hour or 1 hour or whatever. Depends on how much time you have to practice. And the practice generator knows all this and makes sure that you're practicing every exercise as efficient as possible.